for some attacking philosophy. However, against the top tier teams, the top tier Asian teams, Bangladesh may not dominate. So, do you have any plan B, or will you stick to your attacking philosophy?
No, we're going to have to tinker. We're going to have to modify it. We've been working on it a little bit, not in a great deal of time. Again, I emphasise that. But I'm not crying about it. Most importantly, I think it's best to be proactive rather than reactive. We maybe looked to change the system, brought a little bit of pace in, a bit more pace into the team. Had a little bit of a problem with Nobby. Nobby Rand's had a little bit of a long term. But I mean, 48% of this group is under 20, and I think they've got a real attacking mindset. And I don't want them to go away from that. But at the same time, I do understand the task at hand and the, how can I put it, the responsibility which we have to actually put in a credible and a competitive performance without getting smashed. And if you go there with a cavalier, laissez-faire mindset that you're just going to go and press them and attack them, you're in for the shock of your lives, because you guys have not been at that level. I've played at a high level, and I can assure you, when you play against the top teams, you make mistakes, you get severely punished. We're coming up against some real high top quality teams, some of the best teams in Southern Hemisphere football. So yeah, we're going to have to change, and we're going to have to modify and tinker it. That's why initially we were supposed to be leaving on the 14th. After coming back from a Middle Eastern camp, or maybe Japan, or maybe Spain, or maybe Timbuktu, I don't really know. However, what I would turn around and say is that we've got to try and use time. Time management now is really crucial, and we've got to use that to the best of our ability.
Coach, mainly our main match against Uzbekistan. If we beat them, definitely we have chance to qualify in best 8.
I think it's all hypotheticals. Listen, the most important thing is I want us, the team to put in a credible performance and be competitive. Whether we're playing Uzbekistan, whether we're playing, bear in mind, Uzbekistan I know Uzbekistan. I've got friends who work in Uzbekistan. I nearly took a job there a long time ago. They are technically very good. Do not underestimate them, and do not take them lightly. They are a good team. Technically superior, physically far superior than what we are. So we're going to have to be really on our game, not only against them, but against, rather than, you don't want a cricket score margin when you're playing against teams like Korea and China. So, yeah, I just think listen, anybody who thinks we're going to qualify for World Cups, get in the real world. Hey, wake up and smell the roses. Hey, let's take it one step at a time. And let's not, like I said, our visions of grandeur, thinking, we're going to qualify for the World Cup. We're going to have to beat Uzbekistan. Football doesn't work like that. It has its twists and turns.
But you said our target is a credible performance. How do you define the credible performance?
A credible performance would be to actually win hearts and minds with this football, and most importantly, put together a very disciplined, structured performance, in possession, out of possession, play our football but without having a cavalier approach, because I think if you have a cavalier approaching games like these, and I've been involved in these, I've played the Senegals and the Egypts when I was with Botswana and Liberia in their national team, and I knew full well that if we set up to actually go and press for 90 minutes, we were going to get our backsides kicked. And we didn't. We came out, okay, we lost 2-0, but we came out with credibility. And credibility, sometimes, when you lose, sometimes you learn more, you get more credit, you get more credibility, you get more respect than actually when you win, which papers over the cracks. Now, a lot of people maybe in this room, a lot of people maybe in this BFF don't understand football to that level. Sometimes in life, football you pick papers over the cracks with wins and results. And it's not all about scoring 2 goals in the first 10 minutes and 2 goals in the next 20 minutes. It's about putting performances, credible performances together that you can build on for the future, and more importantly, come back in 2 years' time and qualify again, and do it again in 2 years' time and qualify again. So you want to back it up. You want to do that with consistency.
Coach, what about the defender Nobiran? He got injury. She got injury.
Nobiran had with this league scenario that went on, she picked up an injury. She's back training. She's not 100%. Again, because we've got like 48-50% of the under 20s within the group, it's a bit of a two-pronged approach. If I'm talking too much, please tell me to shut up. It's a two-pronged approach, and we're also preparing for the under 20s as well. So it's a fantastic experience for players like Afeda and the young girls, and also the senior girls. It's the first time ever that they've actually qualified for it. But we've got to, we're trying to make up for lost time. India under 20s go to Spain for 20 days. We don't have that luxury. We don't have that finance. So we have to be realistic and pragmatic in our approach. And if we have to take Nobby along and nurture her and give her 20 minutes here, there, and 30 minutes, that's the most important thing in terms of actually her recuperation and her rehabilitation.
What's about Anika and what makes her to get in the squad?
Anika, good question. How long have you got? Anika's 21 years of age. She came recommended through, one of the members, Mr. Fard actually recommended her. And I was quite happy to have a look at her, and I've done all my research, spoke to her coaches, looked at videos, seen her in training, and in my eyes, she is a potentially a real find. And maybe the one that actually, the straw that breaks the camel's back in terms of actual breaking that mould of just having local-based Bangladesh players. Because I'm sure there's loads and loads of Bangladesh players playing out there in Australia. You know, I know there's a girl in Aston Villa as well. The question is you need somebody to actually step over the line and put a marker in the sand. And she does that. Now, if you can ask me why did I pick her, I picked her based on ability and her age. Her age is a massive factor. She's one for the future. I think she's got a really refreshing attitude, and more importantly, she's competitive. She brings quality and strength to the group, and she'll only get better.
Is ready to face some Asian powerhouses like China, North Korea. Is they fully prepared for?
Is it fully prepared? Maybe that's why I've got the ump a little bit, because we're not fully prepared. And if I'm being honest, we're playing catch up. You know, I can't be more honest or frank than that. We are playing catch up. And but we'll work diligently. We've got a structured plan. We've got a very good fitness conditioner in Cameron. Cameron has come in and done a fantastic job with the girls conditioning them. But again, if you lose a week, it takes 2 weeks to catch up, and that's common knowledge. You're always playing catch up. It's not like, oh, let's go in the gym, and we don't have a gym, by the way. It's not about just going in the gym and pumping weights and lifting a few irons and saying, okay, throwing a few medicine balls around and going, okay, hey ho, let's all have fun, and you know, now we're all super fit. You know, football fitness is very specific. So we are playing a little bit of catch up, if I'm being honest with you. Not a little bit, a lot. But we will be prepared.
Coach, tell me, after finish a tough women's league, so what is the condition, actual condition of your current squad injury situation. As far we know that there are lots of hidden injury in your key players. So do you think that rest of the time they are recovery to play the 90 minutes?
Listen, injuries come and go. You pick up, unfortunately, nobody picks up a serious injury. We've had a couple of girls. Maybe it's not as bad as what we thought it were, but it's not so much that. It's more of the workload and the fatigue, which actually can have an impact on the girls' condition moving forwards. I mean, playing on a 4G pitch like Comleport can be detrimental to your development and your preparation when you look going to play on grass pitches. It takes a while to adjust. So I think we're not out of the woods, but it's positive that Nobby's coming back fit, and we've got a few other girls who are carrying knocks and strains. And our physiotherapist has just had her appendix out, so we're maybe I might ask Miss Kieran to come and be the physio. So we need a new physio.
ওকে আমার আফিদার কাছে আফিদা ক্যাপ্টেন আনিকা আনিকা শেষ সময়ে দলের সাথে যোগ দিয়েছে, এটা দলের সাথে সে কতটা অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট করলো, নাম্বার 1। নাম্বার 2 হচ্ছে আমরা এতদিন এশিয়ার যে স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে খেলেছি, আমরা এশিয়ান কাপে তার চেয়ে মানে এশিয়ান যে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড সবচেয়ে হাইয়েস্ট লেভেল তার। তো এই কম্পিটিশনটার মানে আপনার কাছে কিভাবে মনে হয় যে এটা আরো মানে প্রেশারটা কমানো যায় বলে আপনার মনে হয়?
আনিকা হচ্ছে কয়েকদিন আগেও